Alright guys, welcome to this slightly different Minecraft video. I recently uploaded a video where I recreated Vault 101 from Fallout 3, and I made a music video at the start of that, and doing so I destroyed I made a copy and destroyed my entire world for that music video. Now obviously I could only have so much of my world in that brief video. I think the intro is like a minute 20 seconds, something like that. So I thought what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a video and show you guys the rest of the world, because a lot of time went into it. Me, Alex and John, we spent a lot of time doing it. So yeah, I thought I'd make this one video just to show you guys exactly the extent of what we went into. So I'll start down here with Billy's Bakery. As you can see, this wasn't a case of just grab some TNT and blow everything up, because if I did that, it wouldn't look very good. So it was all individually taken apart by block. As you can see here, we sort of took the sheep apart and then we placed some blocks on the floor. So like I say, it wasn't just grab some TNT and we'll just blow holes and everything, because that wasn't really going to look any good as far as I was concerned. So that was the first step that obviously took quite a. That's what made it take so long. There was some of the buildings, like particularly the hotel and the warehouse, took so long to do because it was all done particularly. So yeah, this is obviously the hospital. Obviously the long grass was something I wasn't originally going to do when I decided to do this video, but as I was doing it, I put a few bits of long grass down. I thought it really added to the world sort of destroyed look. So yeah, the long grass was added. Over here to the Paradise Island, we needed an impact zone. Obviously, you can't have a Fallout themed video and obviously not have an impact crater. So that was our little impact crater there in the middle of the Paradise Island. We've got the boat there missing its sails, and of course we've even got the lighthouse out there. We took out the lights and just pretty much destroyed the top of it. We should carry on over this way. Over here we've got the little boat that me and Alex took to the Greek mythology video, and we decided we'd sink the boat and we'd just have the sails sticking out. Over here we've got the Ender Dragon Museum, and also the interiors are destroyed as well. It wasn't just like an outside thing. Obviously the interiors. I decided to keep the Ender Dragon egg though. I thought we'd keep that, and Alex's sword also survived apparently. And the other thing we did with this was, I thought it would be a cool idea if we just dropped the wings down. So instead of just breaking them off, we thought we'd obviously break them and drop them to the floor. So yeah, another cool little feature. Here we got my my bookshop. Obviously again we've just removed the ceiling and whatnot. Coming over here to the middle of this. Oh, actually, no, we go over here, the sub bus. And I was in that sub bus, I started that video by panning out, and that was obviously done for a reason. Obviously, the start of the original Fallout 3 trailer, it starts with zoomed in on a bus, and the camera slowly pans out. Obviously, you see the ruins of Washington, D.C. So that was the idea of the music intro, and hence there is half a bus here. Obviously, the buildings here, you may have noticed there, the Ghostbusters building is here. That's because this whole thing happened over a long period of time. So what I would do is I would make a video, and then I'd have to load this video up, and then rebuild that exact same thing, but back in this world again. So I wanted the world to be completely up to date, hence obviously the Ghostbusters building is in here as well, and obviously at the time of this video that is of course my most recent build. Yeah, like I said, the interiors are all done as well. Obviously the inside of the Alex's party elephant, which obviously again was actually recently done. Over here, yeah, we got Kiwi's house and obviously Billy's house there. Moving back over here, we've got the what was the ice skating rink with the snowmen. Again, we thought we don't want to just cover it all in grass, so we thought we'd melt the ice and then just fill it with water, and yeah, just put some grass spread throughout the world. In here we've got the mob spawner. This one actually took quite a while. It was actually you wouldn't think it takes that long, but like I say, when you're trying to particularly do it, you're not just blowing holes in everything. It does take quite a while. So yeah, this was another building that certainly took us some time to do. Again, we just filled it with the long grass and whatnot. So moving through here, we have got the barn. We did try it, and you may notice, like this, we changed the materials of some of the stuff to give it a much more duller look. But the barn, we kind of just kept the stones, the half slabs, because other than stone, there is no sort of dull colour. So yeah, the barn look. Obviously, we changed the red wool to red stained clay, but yeah, the barn is probably the more thing that stands out the most in this world. Here we've obviously, well, what would be Alex's treehouse. Now I have to give massive credit to Alex and John here. They basically depruned every tree. So yeah, we ended up with just all of these tree stumps basically, and obviously Alex is tree house is nothing more than just a big giant tree stump. The tank survived because I was thinking, like, how do you destroy a tank? And I thought, well, they don't really get destroyed, so we kind of changed the green wall to this green clay, and yeah, the tank's just pretty much intact, because I thought that was kind of, again, I was trying to keep it natural. Not obviously, it's not natural, but I tried to just keep it as if it was real. As you'll see, there shouldn't be, unless I've missed anything now, but there shouldn't be any floating blocks, like, as in, like, this block here is attached to the wall. This is what I was saying about trying to make it look good. It wasn't just blow holes. This is probably one of my favourite, actually. I really liked how this came out. I don't know why. I mean, it's just a warehouse with grass grown through it, really. But I don't know. I'd like, obviously, a vision of when I did this video of what things would look like. And this kind of came out as how I expected in my head. So, yeah, I really do like the warehouse, how that came out. Oh, I'm stuck. Moving on, obviously, the chicken pen. We just kind of took the top off and scattered some of the hay laying around. Again, the headquarters, this was probably the one that took the second most amount of time beyond after the hotel. Again, it was trying to take it apart and keeping it looking good. And yeah, this one I probably spent the most time on this one. The hotel obviously took a while, but obviously this one probably did spend the most time. This room here is the one room I didn't change anything other than the flower pots, because if you rewatch my first video, this is actually the little mud house that everybody built in the first video, and I kind of like this room, so I wanted to preserve it. So other than a few little holes in the wall, but all the chests and all that are all still here, because like I said, I wanted to keep it preserved. So yeah, a little memento there. Yeah, we've got the downstairs area here. Obviously, we've got the library through here as well. Again, completely destroyed. We'll have a quick look at the hotel. The hotel I did feature in the intro to that video, but again, I'll give you a bit more of a top-down look on it. Again, we decided this one to have what would be like it's caved in the middle, so obviously there's a big hole in the middle, and hence the rooms are on the edges. Obviously, this would be the remains of John's room. John's room did take a bit of a beating, actually. Yeah, Alex's room there, obviously, you can see, looks fairly well. Mine, a bit of a hole, but still looks alright. But yeah, John's room kind of took quite a beating. Obviously, the downstairs, like I said, I did feature in the video. Which obviously does remind me, if you haven't seen the video, I will have a link in the description to the video. Definitely worth checking out. Like I said, that is the tour of the vault, though. Obviously, this is just the world that I used for the intro. Is the vault with all the names of the people that have actually joined my world. Again, I didn't want to destroy it too much because it's a big concrete block, so I thought I'd just take some chunks out of it. And, of course, the sword we broke in half, and the pickaxe is, well, that's just completely gone. Moving over here to the way shrine. Again, we just took out the beacon and just destroyed it a little bit. We kept the beacon in, though. We thought we'd keep that as a little touch. Here is obviously where the sheep pen would be there, and obviously all my pigs and cows would be in this room here. Again, another little room that I thought was feature. The thing I had a problem with that music intro was picking the rooms in it, because there was so much stuff I wanted to put in it, but I could only put so much in it. So, yeah, this is one of the things. Obviously, the water elevator is obviously emptied of its water that leads down to Billy's mine. If we come over this way, go to the pig racing track. Again, we wanted to give it a grainier look, so we took out the pink wall and replaced it with the pink stained clay. The stained clay really did come in handy, actually. There's a lot of stuff we changed. Or white wall there, as you can see, we changed to grey wall, just to kind of make it look dingy. And obviously in the video, we did have it raining, and so it was all cloudy, so it looked even more decayed, but obviously the rain is an irritating thing to have in a video, so I turned it off for the sake of this video. So it does look a little brighter than what it does, obviously, in the original video. As you can see here with the pig racing track, we just grassed it over. Again, with the golf course, we just melted the ice, replaced it with water, and then just grassed it all over. So, again, look, we took a few chunks out here and there, but generally, we just melted the ice. Over here to the minigames. Connect 4 is pretty beat up. The Halloween minigame, I kind of, again, like how this came out. Whether because, obviously, it's the Creeper and the Enderman face, it just kind of gives it a bit more of an eerier look, I don't know, but, yeah, it kind of looks really cool, that one does. I do like that one. Again, the squares game, we just took out the walls and covered the floor over. The Froggy minigame, again, I like how this came out. It looks pretty cool. Obviously, we just destroyed some poles. Oh, and it seems some wild pigs have moved in. The bowling alley, I like how the bowling alley came out. It's kind of cool, just growing the grass all the way down the lanes and all that. Again, we replaced some of the materials on that one just to make it look a bit more grainier. Where are we going over here? Oh, over here, the bench. Another little fun fact about this. Obviously, when we're destroying the bench, Alex decided that he wanted to, because Billy's guy is normally holding a spade, and Alex decided that he wanted to have the spade fall off in his head. So, hence, Alex has a spade sticking out of his head. Moving on behind here, obviously we've got the vets down here. We kept some of the water to give the impression of the rain and whatnot that filled it back up again. So things like here, the dog bowls are obviously still full of water. Over here we've got the cinema or the movie theatre, depending which you want to call it, depending what part of the world you're from. Again, just grassed it all over. I like this room. This room just came out again with the long grass now. It just came out looking really well. Obviously, we just got some holes in the screen and obviously the walls. Moving over here, the police station. I decided to keep the bars in because I think a bars are supposed to be quite sturdy to keep prisoners in. So the bars I kept intact, and we kept the blue wall because there is no actual decent colour stained blue clay. So we had to just keep the blue wall for that. The docks, I didn't do anything other than just grass it over. And obviously there was the argument of, do we grass it over? Because obviously, like, it's just wood. But yeah, we opted. It looks a bit weird not doing it. My crane there, I decided to keep the crane intact, but I used dropped the platform as if it had been falling off. And the boat, because we did sink the boat over the far side there, we decided we would keep this one here, but would just, again, take the sails off and punch some holes in it. Moving over here, the furniture shop, nothing overly excited about it. Again, just took some of the took the walls out and grassed it over. The iron golem house or igloo, melted the ice and just filled it in. Again, every time there's a flower, we just took the flower out and just put one of the desert sapling type things in there. And yeah, so that is that. So I believe that is pretty much everything. I may well have missed something, but I'm pretty sure I've covered everything. I don't want to spend too long on everything because it is what it is, sort of thing. It is obviously just the world destroyed. There's only one more thing to show, and that was when I originally started building the vault. I was undecided. Do I put it in its own world, like as a side project, or do I create this copy of my world and put it in here? And in the end, I decided I'd actually put it in this world as well because I thought it'd be cool if we had it all in the same place. So the vault is actually in this world as well. If we make our way under my little underground area thing, I don't know. And yeah, the vault, it's been guarded by sheep. And the vault is actually down here as well. There we go. As you can see, when I did that video, I originally started here somewhere, I think it was. Somewhere like that. I can't remember. But anyway, that is it. I won't go into detail with the vault, obviously, because that is a video on its own. Obviously, be sure to check it out. I'll put the, like I said, I'll put the link in the description. But anyway, that is it for this video, guys. Just wanted to give you a look at the time and effort that went into making this world look destroyed for that brief intro video. And I should also want to take time as well to thank Alex and John because they did give up a lot of their spare time helping me make this. So yeah, thank you to them. And of course, as always, a thank you to you guys because without you guys, your guys' support, it wouldn't be as fun. So yeah, I thank you guys so much for helping. Help me in a way because you guys watch my videos and interact with me. So I certainly appreciate it. So anyway, that is it. I will obviously see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Toodles.